Scorpio, the plot thickens. This is your weekly tarot card reading and astrology summary from Born Without Boundaries Tarot. I hope that you will come and see me live on May 13th in Austin, Texas. The event is live and up, and you can buy tickets. Just click on the links. I'm going to attach them down below with the link to the extended reading. There's always an extended reading. The cards continue to pour out. There's always an extended reading, Scorpio, that I hope you'll join me for. The links are in the description box, in the comment section. I'll pin it to the top, and I'll also attach it to the end of this video. You can click right on it and get right to it. This is for Scorpio, sun, moon, and rising sign. It's an energy reading. So basically, it's an interpretation of the energy that's going to be all around you. You let me know how it resonates in your life. And sometimes you might want to check your moon sign video or your rising sign video because they'll resonate more with you. I have a second YouTube channel called Astrology Motivation, and I hope you join me there live for a live chat. Every single Monday through Friday, I go live with a general tarot card reading, astrology summary for the day. It's a really good look into the energies on a daily perspective. All right, so Scorpio, there's a lot. Want to see some of the first cards that fell out? Yeah, I know you do. This was the one that got my attention most because something had slowed down. It may be the cards telling you you need to slow down, but it's also a sense of something had slowed down. Maybe you're dealing with a Pisces, or maybe you're dealing with a Leo. Maybe it was just a sense of you deciding to slow down because not rushing was more courageous than rushing. You're choosing to trust your intuition and have the strength to let things flow and unfold instead of trying to force the situation. And you actually will see how much of a miracle that ends up being for you. Let's check the charts. Pluto is generally unaspected this week. In the very beginning of the week, Pluto is still sextile to Venus. So that could be a very intense day for you when it comes to love, romance, or even finances, because Pluto is your ruling dignitary, and it's sextile to Venus as she drops into Aries. Venus actually dropped into Aries on Monday. A sextile is a very dynamic and positive relationship. So this could be a real push forward for you guys. Action actually being taken, certainty, definitely physicality, because when Venus is in Aries, a lot of her attractiveness a lot of what attracts you will be just working out in your favor. People finding you physically attractive, or your physicality and how intense you are physically being something that really, really, really just turns people on. Scorpio ones, you are now conjunct. Your natal sun is now conjunct to the South Node. And I think it's been there for a couple weeks, at least the past week, because the North Node is really close to the edge of Scorpio now. It's 5 degrees. I'm sorry, the South Node is 5 degrees Scorpio. And what that means is there's a level of comfort, a level of understanding yourself through the perspective of all that you've been through, and have I harmonized my life, and your life coming into a kind of harmony or peace when it comes to really understanding who you are, where you've been, and what you're really good at. Really owning those things and feeling comfortable with yourself. So that's especially for those Scorpios who were born or have their natal sun in the first 10 degrees of Scorpio. Mars is going to be trine Mercury all this week. And when it conjuncts the moon, Mars is going to conjunct the moon on the 27th. That's going to be a pretty intense day for you. Especially since Mars is also square to Neptune this whole time. It's almost like you're having trouble taking action or making a decision as to which path to take. But ultimately, there's a lot of good ideas on either side. So maybe this is not the week that you take much action. You just look for, I don't know, that doesn't feel like it though. Yeah. Ooh, Scorpio ones are trying the new moon. So this was a very magical, powerful new moon for you on Monday. Oh yeah, especially with the catharsis between Saturn and the Sun and the Moon all conjuncting together. Just your 4th house, 10th house, not your 4th house, 10th house, but the sense of mother father energy, that adult versus childhood energy, finding your passion, finding your purpose, and completing issues or tasks from the past so that you don't have to go back to it, really being able to be yourself. This is having a sort of tranquility or finding peace with these circumstances. Scorpios 1 and 2, so somewhere between like 5 degrees and 15 degrees Scorpio. Venus is going to be sesquare to your natal sun. So there could be some conflicts or frustrations when it comes to how you feel, how attractive you feel, or who is attracted to you, right? Since there is that intense sexual energy, but that doesn't mean that you like who you're attracting. So this consciousness, being able to objectively say, am I attracting who I want to attract? Are the people who are attracted to me really who I want? And, you know, sort of like do some work on that. Like think about that and think about what kind of things or issues or conflicts that might be causing in your life. Let's get into the cards. I don't think there's any huge life-changing energy astrologically that's going on, so I'm actually really curious as to what the cards expose. But we already got into that a little bit, right? This sense of slow down, let things unfold, pause, and have faith, especially if you set intentions over this new moon, to just allow. That's like the secret to your success right now. A sense of don't rush, don't go too fast. Pisces, Leo, this has a lot to do with creative energy. So something that you have been trying to create might take a pause or slow down this week. Trying to push it in that kind of energy is not going to be good for you. So your best bet is to just accept the speed that the universe has picked for you this week and use it to sort of see some details in the scenery that you pass by, right? Really, this is a great week to objectively analyze things, look into things, pick up information and work with the information to see the dynamics that they could cause or affect in your life. There's a lot more cards on the table. So we have a cluster coming out a little bit in the future. Right now, there's a little bit of indecision at the heart of your reading. This sense of not hearing from somebody still choosing, somebody still deciding, or maybe you don't know what you want to decide, somebody's still thinking about it, contemplating. Now, that may be a sense of you might be really shocked. You might be really shocked that somebody isn't interested or doesn't share the same level of interest as you. There's also a sense of, oh, I didn't see this coming, a surprise moment, a surprise occurrence. I didn't see it coming. Maybe you didn't see somebody's indifference coming. Maybe you didn't see somebody not being interested coming your way. Or maybe it's, let's get into that card. I want to see the Tower. What's the Tower here for Scorpio this week? What's the Tower here for Scorpio this week? What's the Tower here for Scorpio this week? We have the Page of Pentacles. Shocked at something new that has just started. Shocked at a new opportunity or a new offer because you didn't think they were interested. Okay. You're shocked at somebody's offer to you. You're going to be shocked at some new offer, new starts. You're just going to be shocked. It's going to be the result of something else falling apart. And then we have, some sort of defeat. Ooh. So a surprise defeat brings about a new opportunity or clears the way for a seed to find. This is it. This seed was planted a while ago. And either you'd ignored it or you just accepted that it was ignored. But this seed was planted, and whatever this defeat was, this is it. Like the Tower is, suddenly something comes down, something topples down. And I'm not getting the vibe that it actually has anything to do directly with your life, though I will ask the cards to describe it a little bit more. Describe this tower a little bit more. It has to do with something collapsing. And it's because that tower collapses that this little seed finally gets the sunlight that it needs to shine, because it was being blocked. And that's why it never came through. And you were sitting there thinking, oh, like they must be disinterested, right? Because I put it out there and nothing ever came back to me. But look at this. This is the tower had to come down. This defeat had to happen in order for that little seed to get its sunlight. So what is this tower? Can you explain to me a little bit more in depth? What is this tower for Scorpio? The Lovers here, something to do with maybe a defeat, or you're shocked that a relationship came to an end. That could be as well. Or you're shocked that somebody was attracted to you in the first place, or that maybe somebody got divorced. This relationship ended up being over. But there was this little seed that was already planted that needed time to grow. Listen, it's only going to collapse if it wasn't meant to be and it was getting in your way of actually doing something you were supposed to do. Emotions are running high. So this very well could have been a breakup, and all of these emotions, I swear to God, especially by next Monday, when the sun could, all this week, the only thing that is really aspected to Pluto is the moon. So it is going to be a very mood changing, mood swinging, emotional week for you, especially on next Monday, the 27th, when the moon conjuncts Mars. That's going to be kind of an explosive time. So this is kind of like emotions are running high, supermoon clearing out the intensity, having to get rid of some emotions, like some sort of wall had to come down in order for this huge deluge of emotions to come out, in order to water what needed to be watered and clarify what needed to be clarified, and maybe get out of the way of what was being deprived so that it could actually come to life. We have the Lovers here, so it's probably got something to do with an attraction that you had. Leave the comments below, because I really do want to know. The Emperor is here. That's a Mars energy, and it's also your physical body, your first house. It's almost like it could inspire you to make a change and decide to all of a sudden change your look or change who you are, because I can't believe this happened, and all of a sudden I'm just making these spontaneous decisions because I'm sick of waiting and I'm sick of getting rejected. Or it's meant to push you in that new direction. It's taking action. It's a good time to take action, especially with the Knight of Cups. So that's with showing your love, or showing somebody that you have feelings or infection, not that, that you have feelings or affection for them. Maybe this is a new love offer, or I think it's you. But like taking action, it's like almost like you've built this up for too long. I've loved this, whether it could be an opportunity that you've loved, a creative idea that you've loved, whatever. I've loved this for too long to keep this inside of me anymore. And suddenly the deluge of emotions and gate opens up, and boom, it is just there, like drown. We have the Queen of Cups. Yeah. Cannot stop giving, cannot stop showing her affection and connection. This could be you, right? We also have this. You're acting spontaneously. You're acting reactionarily. This is thrusting yourself at or into love somehow, or loving something. Page of Wands is a little wonky because it's acting impulsively. This could be about a younger fire sign. So this could be about somebody in your life that you really want to take care of, especially if they are in Aries. This could have something to do with something major impacting in Aries. If this is a child, it could be the first time the child falls in love. That kind of energy, like it's just washing over them. Super powered. Let's get more details. What does this mean for Scorpio and how they should behave? Like, what action should they be taking this week? What does this mean? Six of Wands, it means you're failure, or failure, embarrassment, being embarrassed. somehow being embarrassed maybe for somebody or for yourself, a feeling of, I wish people hadn't seen that, but it's like you can't help it. Like ultimately that's what it's kind of saying. The outcome of this is going to be that the outcome of this is that there is some sort of, or you're embarrassed by this. Why? What kind of, or this person that you're dealing with is embarrassed by this because they're new at it and they don't know what to expect. This is novice. This is like I've never been here before. This has never happened to me before. So maybe the embarrassment is really just about because you are so new, or because somebody is so young, or that you've never done this, or you've never tried this before. But this is an energy of, I don't care if I'm embarrassed, right? I don't care if I've never tried this before. I've just got to go for it. And you do have to go for it. You want to know why? I will definitely show you. Because honestly, this is a decision that you've made. Objectively, you're realizing, I just got to go for it. You could be dealing with also Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. So, but this is a decision maker. This is being able to make a decision. It's almost like the emotions were crazy, but you were able to decide really clearly. And that's kind of what I meant with that, you know, Mars Mercury trine, but it's also square to Neptune. So there's a sense of overwhelming emotion, makes you certain of what you have to do. It's because I want this so much. I love this so much. I've got to take action. I've got to go for it. It's overwhelming energy that just like begs to be paid attention to. And what's the outcome? Scorpio, what's the outcome for Scorpio? We've got to get into the extended reading. Remember, guys, what's the outcome? I don't understand that. Something does not happen for you the way that you wanted it to happen. That doesn't make any sense to me. We have the Hermit here, so seeking, searching, maybe going it by yourself on your own, healing from a situation that just didn't work out to try to find your confidence again, healing from a situation that just didn't work out, trying to find a way to move on. And then we have this Queen of, we have the Queen of Wands. What the heck is that supposed to mean? Let me tell you something. If the situation involves a Queen of Wands, it's not going to work out. You're going to try and finally realize this week, I'm tired of putting all the effort and energy in just because, this person is so attractive, but are they really? You know what I'm saying? Or this opportunity is so attractive, you've been failing at something. Oh, I understand. You've been failing at something that you've been creating. So what happens? What are they supposed to do? Get advice. Oh, stop. Oh. Financial changes and financial switches. You better keep working this whole week. Like, don't give up. Don't give up. I know it's going to be very powerfully emotional for you, but it's just like, if nothing else, let your emotions make you crazy and make you so crazy you just keep going forward. We have 9 of Pentacles, so there's a 2 of Pentacles. It's like finally something has worked out because you've been trying to juggle this situation for a long time, and finally something works out for you and actually gets to sit in your hands and be there. Like, yeah. Okay, let's go to the extended because I want more details on this. Wow, how does this come to them? Oh, I think you're choosing something or a situation that you didn't like. This is unexpected. Let's go into more details. The link is down below. I will see you guys in the extended.